There was no joy in the small village. Everyone was very sad because so many terrible things had happened in such a short time. Dr. Robinson had been killed, and 3 young boys had drowned. Becky Thatcher went to the schoolyard where Tom had given her a bright ball. "Oh, I wish I had not returned that bright shining ball," she said to herself. "Now I have nothing to remember him by. He is gone, and I shall never see him again." She walked away with tears rolling down her cheeks. Tom and Joe's friends got together, and they were talking about the 3 lost boys. One boy said, "I was the last to talk with Tom." Another said, "I was the last to play with Tom." That boy felt he was the most important person in the world. One boy said that he had a fight with Tom Sawyer, and Tom had beaten him badly, but most of the boys could say that. They told many stories about their dead friends. The next morning, the bell kept ringing until all the villagers came to the funeral. After everyone sat down, Aunt Polly, Sid, Mary, and Miss Harper entered the church. They were all dressed in black. Seeing them made many people start crying. They all stood up as the families entered and took their seats at the front of the church. The little church was filled with people. Now the church was very quiet. Everyone prayed and then sang a song. The church minister began to talk about the 3 boys. He spoke about how good the boys had been and how much their friends and family missed them. While listening to the minister, more and more people began crying. Soon, everybody in the church was crying. At that moment, the church door opened slowly. All in the church turned at the same time and saw the 3 dead boys enter the church. Everybody stood up watching while the 3 boys walked to the front of the church. Tom was the first. Joe was next, and last came Huck. They had been listening to every single word about their own funeral. Aunt Polly and Miss Harper hugged their boys and showered them with kisses. Tom said, "This is not right. Some person must be glad to see Huck." Aunt Polly put her arms around Huck. Huck felt very strange. The minister cried, "Let's sing! Let's praise God!" There had never been such singing in that church. Tom looked at other boys who came for the 3 dead boys. Tom knew that this was the proudest moment of his life. Tom was happy to be home, happy to be loved, and happy to be eating Aunt Polly's good food.